Good afternoon, everyone. Theme Park Mikey here. We're doing something a little different today. We're doing a deep dive on a land. So we're doing a deep dive on Marvel Superhero Island here at Islands of Adventure. We're going to go into detail on each attraction, gift shop, and possibly some quick serve. So here we go. All right, so as we turn left, gonna head back this way towards Hulk's entrance. Here, Hulk going off again. They got a nice little souvenir stand. They got water, soda, cool Universal Studios Marvel t-shirts. So here's the main entrance into the Incredible Hulk roller coaster. It's a very intense roller coaster. The most intense roller coaster that they have between the two parks, I think. They used to have single rider, but because of COVID, they no longer offer that at this time. They have a regular wait time entrance, and then they also have the express line. Height requirement is 54 inches. If you have a little one that is not 54 inches or taller, they will not be able to ride the Incredible Hulk roller coaster. They do have test seats as well, so if someone thinks that they don't fit or they might not fit or they're not sure, they can always test out the seats first before they even get into the queue. Next up we have Storm Force Accelatron. This attraction is currently closed due to the new rules they put in for COVID. They selected a few attractions and just shut them down temporarily. There's no report on when it'll reopen, if it'll reopen, or how it will reopen. So at this time, it is just sitting here, collecting dust, not operating. A good one to compare this to would be the teacups. You get in, you have a few people with you, and you turn a little. So just as a heads up, this is our first hand-drawn superhero, or mutant, Storm. It's a theme throughout the rest of the land with hand-drawn superheroes being all over the place. The Hulk used to have a hand-drawn Hulk out in front. It was even Dr. Banner turning into the Hulk. It was a bunch of different Dr. Banners slowly turning into the Incredible Hulk. But when they had their refurb just a few years ago and replaced the entire track and tweaked the theme a little bit, they replaced it with this Incredible Hulk statue. Just to mention real quick, because of the intensity of this roller coaster, Universal is very serious about everyone getting a locker. If you have a backpack, even keys, wallet, anything on you, you do have to rent a locker. Luckily, lockers are free, and they are giving you a large allotted amount of time to use the locker and come back. Usually, they just add 30 minutes or so onto what the wait time is, and it's free. The only thing you have to take with you is either your ticket or your annual pass, because that's what you use to actually get the locker and reopen it. Another thing they do at these roller coasters is you actually walk through a metal detector on this one. So they are 100% sure that you don't have anything on you. Because, to be honest, if you're on this roller coaster and you have something in your pockets, it could easily fly out. It could even hit somebody. All right, on our left, we have the Fantastic Four Cafe. We got the restrooms over here on the side, both for the cafe and for anybody else passing by or going to the lockers. Got more Hulk merchandise. I like that coffee mug. Now the Fantastic Four Cafe does offer the normal quick serve. They got pizza, they got salads. I think they even have a meatball sub. It's pretty good. I haven't been there in a while, but if you need a place to stop, it's an air conditioning, it's a quick serve. They also do mobile ordering right now. They got pasta, pizza, desserts, all that fun stuff. And if you just need a cup of water, walk right in, let the team member know, and they will get you that water. Next up on our right, we have interplanetary popcorn. They got popcorn, souvenir buckets, they got sodas. Looks like they got light beer in the back too. And they even have a foot-long corn dog and chips for a combo. Right next to it, we got those refill stations. A lot of these refill stations around the park. The middle one, if there's 3, is turned off for social distancing. Over here we got a nice little candy stand. They offer cotton candy, drinks, stuffed pretzels. It's not open today. It's not a very busy day. I'm here on a Wednesday, so a lot of it's not open. Oh, a frozen rosé. I don't remember that from last time. But yeah, nice little shop. When it is open, it's pretty dead. There's only a few people waiting in line. So if you do see this open, check it out. Let me know. Heading over to our left, we have the arcade that they have here in Marvel Superhero Island, which looks like Kingpin may be in charge. Let's head in real quick. Here in Kingpin's arcade, they have a lot of the normal arcade games. They got the normal arcade prizes that you can win. And they have Into the Spider-Verse. Oh, behind the scenes, Into the Spider-Verse playing up there. So yeah, pretty normal arcade that you would see anywhere else. They got the Quick Drop. They got, Cruisin'. Like Cruisin' the World. Love that game. They got the huge claw ones. Ooh, Luigi and Yoshi, Mario. They got a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory one. Ooh, Pikachu. Right next door is the Fantastic Four Cafe, but because of COVID right now and social distancing, they've closed off the entrance into it from the arcade. It kind of looks like the Human Torch punched a hole through there. That's kind of cool. This is also the exit to Doctor Doom's Fear Fall, and we'll go over that in just a little bit. But you got like a little banner of Magneto up here. Another hole in the wall. So across the street, looks like we got Professor X, or Professor Xavier, and we got Wolverine right over here, a big Wolverine. And then over here, something I didn't notice until one of my last trips, there's a Nelson and Murdoch Attorneys at Law sign. Nelson and Murdoch, that's Daredevil. If you watch the Netflix show, this is the exact same title they had for their firm, Nelson and Murdoch Attorneys at Law. They have a ton of Marvel stuff in this gift shop. Over here they have a nice painting of Ant-Man signed by Paul Rudd. A lot of really cool Black Panther merchandise over here. Claws, t-shirt, action figure. It's really cool. Spider-Man mug and almost every name. They have a nice little Iron Man drawing up there. Fantastic Four merchandise. They got Captain America. They got Hawkeye. And the Incredible Hulk. Ooh. The Incredible Hulk from Thor Ragnarok. That's pretty cool. Over here off to the side is where they used to do meet and greets, I believe, with Spider-Man and other heroes, but that is currently closed as they're only doing socially distant photos with the characters right now. All right, on the outside of the store, got the little sign for Meet Spider-Man entrance, which is still closed. Up here we got Rogue kicking somebody. And then we got the back hairy arm of Wolverine. All right, so let's head across the street one more time. So fun fact about Marvel Superhero Island. Originally, the concept was DC Comics, not Marvel at all. They were gonna have Arkham City as half of it. The other was Emerald City. So it was gonna be Batman and Superman having two major attractions. Batman would be a roller coaster, the Batwing chasing around the Penguin. And then the Superman ride would be something similar to Soarin' over at Disney. But yeah, talks broke down with DC and Universal. So Universal went straight to their competitor, Marvel. At the time, Marvel was struggling slightly, so they had no problem licensing out the likeness to all their characters. Next up is Doctor Doom's Fearfall. Doctor Doom's Fearfall, like the other attractions here in Marvel Superhero Island, is an opening day attraction, opened with the park. It is 184 feet tall, just under that 200 mark, so it doesn't have to have those big red blinking lights on it. Max speed is 40 miles an hour straight up, and it's a really fun attraction. They had an attraction similar to it at Disney's California Adventure called the Maliboomer, but that got closed a few years back. I like this one a lot more. It has a whole theme to it. It has a queue with videos in it, and it's all the old animation. Nothing computer generated, just old animation. And it tells a nice little story. Just off to the left of the entrance, there's a sign for Osborne Industries, Harry Osborn. And there's 2 busts of Venom faces. Those 2 Venom busts I have never seen before. This is my first time seeing them. This is my first time coming to this park and really looking around and trying to find things. And it's pretty cool. It's very rewarding. You can even see over here that something's leaking. Over here at Doctor Doom's Fearfall. There's a test seat over here. And it looks like that the height requirement is 52 inches. So it's just below what they have at Hulk. Let's watch one. That sound usually means the next few seconds someone's going straight up. 184-foot tower, 40 miles per hour, right up. And then you drop again. All right, so that was Doctor Doom. Let's head over to my favorite attraction, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. All right. After Doctor Doom, we're gonna go one over to my all-time favorite attraction, which if you've ever watched any of my Universal videos or even looked at the videos I have posted in my channel, it's gonna be Spider-Man. The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. So The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, opening day attraction in 1999. Height requirement is 40 inches. It's one of the lower ones here in this park. The park does have a lot of big attractions with big height requirements. The wait time is usually around 15 to 30 minutes on any given day. Before COVID, it was a very efficient attraction, loading every seat, every row with a single rider line. But right now, hardly anyone in the park, especially on a weekday. It's still moving pretty quick, so it's just a 10-minute wait right now. You can see up here on the left, this building has a Stark Industries logo on it. Tony Stark, Iron Man. You know what? I'm already here, and it's a 10-minute wait, and we're doing a deep dive. I should probably go on for science. Yeah, I should go on for science. So once you enter, you're entering the Daily Bugle, newspaper that J. Jonah Jameson runs, and it's the newspaper that Peter Parker works for, taking pictures of Spider-Man. Now we're in the Daily Bugle offices where no one's here. Everyone's out trying to get the story, and on the TVs, they have the local news talking about the Sinister Syndicate, what they're doing to the city. They actually have a Stan Lee memorial set up with a couple people that wrote stuff. They have a little bust of him, some flowers, and a framed picture for Stan. Rest in peace, Stan Lee. As we go into the next building, you can see all the awards of excellence that J. Jonah Jameson has received for the Daily Bugle. Nice little trophy case. So in this room, the whole queue goes around the prototype for the Scoop, which is the ride vehicle that you actually get on here at The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. And in front of us Doc Ock giving his demands.
You have 30 minutes for the complete and unconditional surrender of your city, or you will never see your beloved beacon of freedom again.
And randomly, if you look up, it's actually a spider, and it does have 8 legs. There's another view of that room with the spider on the ceiling. Okay, now we're in the warehouse. Looks like we're on the backside of the warehouse, about to get into one of the scoops. And they have a cute little safety video that goes off. It's one of my favorites, is the safety video. All right, we're here at the loading dock, watching the safety video, getting our 3D glasses and our hand sanitizer. It's almost time for me to get on one of these scoop vehicles and try and go get the story, or get the skinny scoop, whatever the boss wants to call it, whatever J. Jonah Jameson wants to call it.
Good job, Team Scoop. You did great. Now when the scoop comes to a stop, carefully raise your lap bar.
Here in the gift shop, they got tons and tons of Spider-Man stuff. They also got Universal things like face masks, sunscreen, stuff like that. But you can see some of the most notorious villains from Spider-Man up on the walls too. Right up here atop the exit for Spider-Man, or the gift shop exit, you can see the Hobgoblin throwing a few more explosive jack-o'-lanterns. All right, so across from the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, there's a nice little hot dogs, beer, cold drinks cart. Looks like they also have some of those seltzers as well in there. But right here is something really unique. This has a lot of the Marvel superheroes. There's a lot of the mutants. Classic Avengers. Ant-Man, Wasp, Hulk, Iron Man, Thor. And we got Nightcrawler, Wolverine, The Thing, Captain America. That's Wasp. Over here we got one of those less used pretzel, fruit, soda stands that's rarely ever open, and when it is open, there's hardly a line. Back this way, not much. There's a couple places to sit down and eat, especially now with social distancing. There's plenty of room to just hang out, have a water, have a bite to eat. Let's head back across the street over to the Auntie Anne's Pretzels. All right, so they got pretzel stand and an ATM. And they got Doc Ock over here, one of the hand-drawn characters. Missing the E, I guess. His aim must be as bad as his haircut. Up here on top of the fruit stand, we do have Electro. And we had over in the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. Right next to him, we got Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man. Captain America's right here because this is the Captain America Diner, which unfortunately is closed at this time. They do burgers, they do shakes, chicken sandwiches, fries. It looks like they even have some Starbucks items on the menu too. Across from that, looks like we have Storm again up top and Magneto on the right. We'll go over to Magneto in a little bit. But let's head in this little comic store. One of the coolest things in this store are the comic book cover posters. X-Men, the Invincible Iron Man. These are pretty cool. Check out this gauntlet. It's $185 and it looks like it's movie quality, and the right size. It does say comics on the store, and they do have a decent amount inside the store. This one is $1,800, and it was signed by Josh Brolin. All right, going across the street again, we got MODOK right here. One more thing I noticed that I never noticed before, Donald Blake, MD. That's Thor. They even mention it in the very first Thor movie. They call him Dr. Blake. But yeah, Donald Blake, AKA Thor, Odin's son. Over here we got Magneto getting hit by lightning from Storm, falling all the way down. And he's missing his helmet now. All right, on the other side of the comic store, we have the Submariner, Namor, who is appropriately placed next to the water fountains and the restrooms. I thought that was kind of funny. There's even a Stan Lee Boulevard sign right here in the middle of the islands. All right, we got an ice cream stand. They got soda, they got ice cream, they got tons of stuff. Over here on the side, next to the building covered in sprinkles, which is kind of cute, we got Iceman, appropriately put right next to ice cream. Iceman, of course, is X-Men. He was in, I think, all three of the original X-Men movies that came out in the early 2000s. A nice little touch here with the newspaper, Daily Bugle. The Doctor is in and Spider-Man takes him out. So looking back on Marvel Superhero Island, you can still see Dr. Doom, a little bit of Spider-Man, and right there is the Daily Bugle. Last place here on our tour of Marvel Superhero Island is the Lemon Slush cart. They got Iceman on this one as well. They got churros, they got ices. They also have some soda as well, but it is closed right now, unfortunately. So over here, just on the edge of Marvel Superhero Island and Toon Lagoon, they have a nice little photo op, a socially distanced photo op with Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Captain America, right here. All right, so that's gonna do it for our deep dive here on Marvel Superhero Island here at Islands of Adventure. I had a great time. I learned a couple things. I hope you did too. Thanks so much for joining me today. What do spiders order in Paris? French fries. See you all next time.